Reverend Henry Ward and Jamaica's first basic school in Islington St Mary. Reverend Henry Ward established what is considered one of Jamaica's first formal play centers, or basic schools, in the 1830s in Islington St Mary Parish. This pioneering educational initiative came during a critical transition period in Jamaica's history, shortly after the Emancipation Act of 1834. Historical context: following the abolition of slavery, there was an urgent need for educational institutions to serve the newly freed population. Reverend Ward, recognizing this need, created an early childhood education center that would become a model for Jamaica's educational system, the Islington Basic School. The basic school in Islington was established as part of Ward's missionary work with the Baptist Missionary Society. Unlike the formal British educational system that existed for the colonial elite, Ward's school focused on early childhood education, ages 3 to 6, emphasized both basic academic skills and practical knowledge, incorporated elements of play-based learning, hence Play Center, was accessible to formerly enslaved children, operated from the local Baptist church building. The curriculum included rudimentary reading, writing, arithmetic, religious instruction, and practical skills relevant to rural Jamaican life. The school represented a significant departure from colonial education models by incorporating local cultural elements and addressing the specific needs of the community. Legacy and impact Ward's educational initiative in Islington became influential in several ways. It helped establish the concept of basic schools as a cornerstone of Jamaica's educational system. It demonstrated the effectiveness of community-based education. It contributed to the development of Jamaica's distinctive basic school model that continues today. The basic school system that evolved from these early efforts would eventually become Jamaica's primary approach to early childhood education, with over 2,000 basic schools now operating throughout the island. The basic school model recognizes the importance of early childhood education while adapting to local resources and needs. Today, Jamaica's Early Childhood Commission acknowledges the historical significance of Reverend Ward's work in Islington as a foundational moment in the development of the country's early childhood education system. Reverend Henry Ward's contributions to Jamaica. Reverend Henry Ward was a significant but often under-recognized figure in Jamaican history who made substantial contributions to education, religious freedom, social justice, and community development during the critical post-emancipation period of the 1830s to 1850s. Religious leadership. As a Baptist missionary, Reverend Ward arrived in Jamaica during a transformative period when the island was transitioning from slavery to freedom. He established the Baptist Church in Islington St Mary, which became a spiritual center for newly freed people seeking religious expression outside the Anglican Church, associated with the plantation system, a community gathering place that fostered social cohesion and mutual support, a platform for advocating for the rights and dignity of formerly enslaved Jamaicans. Educational pioneer Ward's most enduring legacy was his establishment of one of Jamaica's first basic schools or play centers in Islington St Mary. This educational initiative provided previously unavailable educational opportunities to recently emancipated children, introduced innovative teaching methods that combined academic and practical education, became a model for Jamaica's distinctive basic school system that continues today, trained local community members as teachers, creating sustainable educational leadership, land rights advocacy. Reverend Ward was instrumental in helping newly freed Jamaicans secure land ownership, which was crucial for economic independence. His efforts included negotiating with former plantation owners to sell small plots of land, establishing free villages where formerly enslaved people could build homes and grow crops, helping to create community land trusts that protected newly acquired properties, providing legal guidance to navigate the complex property laws of colonial Jamaica. social justice worked beyond education and land rights. Ward was committed to broader social justice causes, advocated against the apprenticeship system that prolonged exploitation after emancipation, supported fair labor practices and reasonable wages for agricultural workers, established mutual aid societies that provided financial assistance during hardship, worked to document human rights abuses and brought them to the attention of British authorities. Cultural Preservation Ward showed unusual respect for Jamaican cultural practices at a time when most European missionaries sought to eliminate local traditions, incorporated elements of Jamaican folk music into church services, documented local stories, proverbs, and cultural knowledge, encouraged the use of Jamaican patois alongside standard English, recognized the importance of maintaining cultural identity alongside new educational opportunities. Legacy in St. Mary and beyond. Reverend Ward's work in Islington created ripple effects throughout Jamaica. The educational model he pioneered became a template for similar schools across the island. His church became a center for community development that inspired similar initiatives. His advocacy helped establish precedents for land ownership among formerly enslaved people. The community development principles he practiced influenced Jamaica's approach to rural development. Today, Reverend Ward is remembered as one of the early champions of Jamaican empowerment, who worked alongside local communities to build sustainable institutions during the crucial post-emancipation period. His work in Islington St. Mary represents an important chapter in Jamaica's journey toward educational access, religious freedom, and social justice. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the notification bell to be notified when we upload another video. My name is Bankaras. Thanks for watching.